Hello again, and during this video I'm going to be showing you how to use a T-square, set squares, and a protractor on a drawing board. Now this board right in front of me is called a drawing board. Here you have the two clips, which are very handy to keep your sheet of paper, your A3 sheet of paper in place while you draw. Now, a drawing board such as this one usually comes with what is called a sliding ruler. The sliding ruler is going to be used instead of a T-square during this tutorial. Now, the sliding ruler, the advantage of it is that you clip it on the edge and then you slide it up and down. Now, of course, you can also clip it onto the top edge, the right edge, and even on the bottom. When clipping it on the top and bottom edges of the drawing board, you would have the advantage in drawing vertical lines with your sliding ruler or T-square. And here, for those of you who are left-handed, could clip the sliding ruler on the right-hand side. However, during this demonstration, I'm going to only use my T-square or sliding ruler on the left-hand side. Now, the advantage of having a ruler like this is that it won't move unless you have the button pressed over there. So, your T-square or sliding ruler will only move when you have the button pressed. However, like this, it won't move. Now let's start by drawing some lines. Now here we have our A3 sheet of paper clipped to our drawing board, and let's take out our sliding ruler or T-square. Clip it onto the edge of our board, and clipped like this, I'm going to be able to draw horizontal lines. And just a reminder that when you clip your sliding ruler to the top edge of your drawing board, you will be able to draw vertical lines. Now let's start with the horizontal lines first. Now during this demonstration, I'm going to be using an HB pencil for it to show more on camera. However, you might want to consider to use a 2H pencil for you to keep your line work as light as possible. Now here, since we have a sliding ruler, another reminder that your ruler will not move unless you press the button. And to draw your lines, you need to keep a light hand. So your line work should be as light as possible. No pressure, no need to add more unnecessary pressure. If you have a normal T-square, please hold your T-square as firmly as possible to your drawing board, otherwise your lines will not be straight. Now let's draw some vertical lines with our T-square. Once again, keep your lines as light as possible. Now, of course, it's a bit time-consuming in clipping and removing your T-square all the time just to draw your vertical lines. So instead, we're going to keep our T-square in place or sliding ruler, and it's only going to function as a ruler to draw straight horizontal lines, And to continue on drawing those vertical lines, I'm going to be using these set squares over here. Now set squares come in sets of 2. However, to continue on drawing the vertical lines, this set square right here will be perfect for the job right here. Now as you can see, this set square has the form of a right angle triangle. And the advantage of having a ruler like this is that I am able to draw 90-degree lines with it from this corner right here, and from the other corners I will be able to draw lines at a 45-degree angle. So from this side I'll be able to draw 45-degree lines in this direction, and the other side 45-degree on the other. Now to continue on drawing these perpendicular lines right here, I'm going to be resting the base of our set square on top of our T-square or sliding ruler. And to draw our lines, you're going to keep a light hand. You're going to hold your set square firmly to the board and T-square, and then draw your lines. It's important to hold your set square firmly, otherwise your lines will not come out straight or perfectly at 90 degrees. Now I'm going to use this same set square to draw our 45-degree lines. So once again, rest your set square on top of your T-square, and this is how you're going to be sliding your set square from left to right on your T-square. And our lines are going to be from left to right upwards. So let's start drawing our lines. Now remember, to keep those lines straight, you have to keep your set square firmly. You have to hold your set square firmly onto the board and T-square. Otherwise your lines won't be at 45 degree. They will be at another type of angle. Now let's use the other side of our set square. And this time our lines will be from left to right downwards. Slide your set square. Once again, keep holding it firmly to your board and T-square. Make sure that your set square is always resting on your T-square. Now to confirm that lines at an angle that we're creating are 45 degrees, I'm going to draw this 45-degree line, and I'm going to be measuring it by using what is called a protractor. Now this is the protractor that I'm going to be using, and I'm going to measure the angle of this line. So let's rest the point, the central point of our protractor to the edge of our line, and we could see right here that our line is indeed at 45 degrees. Now let's use the other set square, which comes with this set of 2 set squares. The other set square is this one, and immediately you could see that in this triangular set square you have 3 different angles. One is once again at 90 degrees. The other one allows me to draw lines at 30 degrees. And the other one, the other corner, allows me to draw lines at 60 degrees. And now I'm going to show you how to draw your 60-degree lines. Once again, the base of your set square has to be rested on top of your T-square. Keep holding your set square firmly on top of the T-square and slide it gently around to continue drawing parallel lines. Parallel lines at 60 degrees. Now let's continue by drawing our 30-degree lines. And to draw your 30-degree lines going from left to right upwards, all you have to do is flip your set square around. Once again, make sure that your set square is resting on top of your T-square. And keep holding your set square firmly in order to create your lines. Now I'm going to continue on drawing the 60-degree lines, but going on the other direction. So we'll flip the set square around like this, rested on top of our T-square. And continue on drawing our parallel 60-degree lines. Now once again over here I'm going to show you that the lines that we're drawing with the set square are indeed at 60 degrees. Now I'm going to draw another angled line at 30 degrees and we'll measure both of them at once by using a protractor. Now when using a protractor, you have to keep in mind that you have to keep the midpoint over there resting on the edge of the line. And keep that line aligned with the 0 degree. Now as you can see here, the first angled line is 30 degrees and the second one is at 60. So they're both quite accurate rulers for you to use in your design work. However, you're only limited to 30, 60, 45 and 90 with your set squares. So, in order to draw lines at different angles, you would have to use your protractor. So here, I'm going to be drawing a line at 25 degrees. When you have found the 25 degree, you will mark it with your pencil and then use your ruler to create your line. So make sure that your ruler will rest on the edge of the line and the marked degree, and then you'll project your line. Here I'm confirming that the line that I did is indeed 25. And as you could see, that line falls on the 25 degree mark. Now let's draw another line which is at 50 degrees. So we've marked our 50 degree, rest the line on the edge of the baseline and the mark, and then create our line. Now the advantage of a protractor is that you could create other angled lines on lines that don't necessarily have to be at 90 degree or at 180 degree. Like for example here, I'm drawing a line at an angle, then I'm going to place the midpoint of my protractor on the edge of the last line, and then from that line I'm going to create an angle of 35 degrees. Then you're going to rest your ruler on the edge of your last line and the mark that you've done with your protractor, and then you're going to project your line. And that is it for this video, and I hope that now you know how to better use your T-square, set square and protractor.